Good afternoon. We have President Obama. We have Congress in play right now. Mr. Obama says that he is not making any changes. The market was just down 149 points on the Dow, 21 on the Nasdaq, 20 on the comp. It's an options expiration. The S&P is coming to our critical level of 1403 right here. The selling is increasing. They don't like it. And like I always said, folks, look at Apple making those lows. It was just up there. These put options down here, our price target, they went down to $1.63. They're at 510 by 535. Google is selling down. Everything is selling down across the board. You can see how these things are tanking right now. This is live. You're going to break the lows of the day on Apple. Look at here, the call side of the market, the 510 calls that we said we would buy. Look at those. They're at 80 cents down here. Yeah, we had the right prices, and we had the live videos earlier. And look at the bull just get taken to the woodshed. On this Friday options expiration, the people buy them, and they'll hold them all the way down to zero. This is the 510 call. Now, the 505 call hit $4.80. They were 10.80 on the high, 9.70 on the 1080 on the close, 970 on the high, and they're printing 470 right now. Those are those calls. Google is breaking down. The broader market is breaking down. The Dow is down 148 handles. Listen, they didn't get that little pump and dump resolution today. They're meeting in the White House right now. This is just a taste of what's going to happen in January. These markets are going to go a lot lower. Just remember price volatility, how to trade volatility. We told the world even over 2 months ago, 3 months ago, exactly what this would look like going into year end, how to play the upside volatility on that Fiscal clip. Every time it pops, you sell into resistance and you get reversals like this. We're down 154 handles. We're going into the closing bell. It is 12:48. The selling is continuing to pick up. We just made lower lows right here on that Apple. Dow is down 157. This is live right now. This is exactly what we told you, and we told you that that S&P 500, that cliff, I am telling you, we went up to 1450 in reverse. We're right down here on that S&P. This is here. It's now. It's live. We're down 159 on the Dow. We have the live recording. This is what happens in headline government volatility headlines. There is no deal on that Fiscal clip, and you will punish these markets. We will make them make a deal, but I can tell you right now, you're below 13,000 on that Dow. Yes, we got 12 minutes ago. Yes, we do. That's how we hit it. That is the price volatility. Yesterday, we had the upside volatility, and I told everyone every time you go up in volatility, you go long, but you got to sell, 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 sell. Sell the headlines. Walk them up to sell the headlines. That's what we're doing right now. We're making a big home run hit. Right now, I'm going to put this on pause. It's 12:49 a.m., which means, what do I mean by that? To me, anything before 1 o'clock is a.m. I'm on the Pacific Coast. However, we can say that the selling increased and that the price volatility for the weekly option expiration, look at the 510 call right here on Apple. Yes, it's a 510 call. Yes, 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 yes. They were $6.40. They're printing at 53 cents. How do you like that, folks? Not only that, the 505 call that was up here at $10.80 is at 380 by $4. Now, what we're going to do is to see if we can make a transaction on that call. But the markets are selling hard. The headline volatility is here. Everyone is looking for a resolution. However, this is a primary example how you would short this market intraday in the last half an hour and just walk away big. Look at the put options now. The 515 puts, they're printing the high of the day of 650 above the close. There they are at 655 by 675. And its expiration, 19,000 put contracts. This side is paying big. Call side is just getting hammered, 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 hammered. I'm down 165 points on the Dow. I'm taking you right into this closing bell. I'm letting you know that you can learn how to short volatility. Let that volatility work in your favor in the reversal to the downside. This is what it's about right here, right now. This is the true last 10 minutes of 12:28 options expiration. And learn how to trade directional movement. We're the only ones. We spend every single day for 30 years, every day of our life in these markets. And we already told you what would happen and why they would sell. And even if they do get a deal, every time they pop, I said, they would sell off. Volatility is used to sell. Closing bell, we're down on all of the indexes based on the fiscal cliff. There is 9 minutes left, and I'm going to conclude this for the moment. In the last 9 minutes, I'm going to put it on pause, and when we get there, we'll show the final close of the Dow and the NASDAQ and S&P. S&P is about to break our 1403 that we talked about, down 15 handles. One of the things I'm going to show about the S&P top up here, this is where it was in the volatility. We've sold right back down in here. This is where the rallies had started over here, 1393. We are approaching that. I can tell you right now that the S&P is down 13 handles. We're bouncing off the low right here. Here is the headline volatility. The Dow coming right back down here below that 13,000 mark, right over here where the 60-minute support line is. We rally up, we sell it, we rally up, and we sold it longer and deeper. That's on the Dow now. On the NASDAQ composite on the 60-minute chart, you can see right up here where we said play the volatility to the upside. You can see the reversals, you can see it, but guess what? We've sold all the way back down here, right where this whole thing has started with the government, and that's on the NASDAQ composite. Now, as far as the NASDAQ 100 goes, NASDAQ 100 rallied up. Every time we had a rally, like I said, sell in the rallies, and you're at lower lows over here. And this is in the NASDAQ 100. The final print's going into the closing bell at 12:58 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're only 140 points down, and I've just covered all of the indexes on that 60-minute chart. Particularly this S&P 500 is breaching this major pivot point. Here is that support level that it's going to come down here at 1401. We got right down there, and it's got a little bit of a bounce. But, hey, all eyes are on that, and all eyes are on the Dow. And there are my trend lines. And there is the fiscal cliff. This is the volatility that's been going through it. I can tell you that when you rally up, we told you how to sell them off, how to buy bears up here at the top, how to trade reversals here, let it be known about trend cycles and mathematical market making cycles, high computing cycles, and the buy and sell, and how to trade price volatility. Once again, folks, I'm going to conclude this. Right now, we're only down 149, and we have 1 minute to the closing bell. And what we're going to do now is go look for big imbalance sell orders. These are all of the indexes and the cliff and the negotiations. Once again, look at Apple. It hit 5812 and they're bouncing a little bit. Google got to 700 and bounces a little bit going into the last minute. However, it's the last weekly options expiration. The puts did real well. The calls did real well. The calls got woodshedded, but they were traded in levels for profits all day on both sides of the market. Everything that we told you.